Well, we're looking at rain here in the Austin area finally starting to let up. Good news there. But the heaviest part of the storm is working through our eastern counties. A quick update for you. We have a new flash flood warning in effect, including Lee County. Let's go to the maps and I'll show you exactly which counties still under effect here. Lee, Bastrop, Hayes, Travis, Williamson and Caldwell counties all under this flash flood warning. So again, the rain's going to continue at least through our eastern counties, and flooding is still an issue out there as well. Now, in addition to that, we're looking at a new severe thunderstorm warning for Lee County between Giddings and Lexington, the heaviest part of that storm. You notice right to the east of Giddings, we're showing some of that rotation, that shear in the thunderstorm, the twisting of the winds. That's a good indication that they're looking at strong winds on the ground as well. That severe thunderstorm warning for central Lee County goes until 7:15 this morning. Not only do you have the possibility for 60+ mile-an-hour winds, actually looking at a little quarter-sized hail out of this too. You notice, as Jim mentioned before they even issued this warning on it, the tornado vortex signature as well as a severe storm signature on this storm system out there too. It's slowly pushing east, but Lee County, you're going to be under the gun for at least the next 45 minutes with the worst part of the storm, the heaviest part of the storm between Ledbetter, Giddings, down towards Northrop, to all moving very, very slowly to the east. We just had a new flood warning just coming over the weather wires right now. Onion Creek is flooding. People with interest along the river expected to take or should take extreme care along Onion Creek at Highway 183. That flood warning continues until late tonight, and we're looking at it's forecasted to rise above flood stage by late this morning, continue to rise to near 18 feet early this afternoon. It'll finally fall off later on today, but again, very dangerous situation with the flooding along Onion Creek as well too.
Yeah, Natalie, you're talking about these thunderstorms in our eastern counties right now. These are very intense thunderstorms. They have actually intensified now that they've moved into Fayette and Lee County. We're seeing several indications of rotation in the thunderstorms. The storms moving toward LaGrange right now are going to be real strong, you folks in LaGrange, when they move in. Some high winds. Wind shear in this storm over 100 miles per hour. In other words, we've got winds blowing from different directions at a speed totaling 115 miles per hour. So that kind of wind can get down out of the thunderstorm up at the surface and create some significant damage. So you folks in and around the LaGrange area, be on the lookout for very high winds as this very intense thunderstorm approaches you from the west. You're not actually officially under a severe thunderstorm warning right now, but as I said a few minutes ago, I wouldn't be surprised if this storm became severe in Lee County, and it has. I'll say the same thing right now for the one down in Fayette County. That storm looks just as strong as the one in Lee County. Got an indication of low-level rotation there with the 104-mile-per-hour wind shear indicated in this part of the thunderstorm in extreme eastern Lee County, but that's about to move out of our viewing area. So if you live from Lexington down to Giddings, this is U.S. Highway 77 right here. Anybody along Highway 77 all the way down into Fayette County. This area that you're looking at in Lee and Fayette County right now combined 454 cloud-to-ground lightning strikes in the last 10 minutes too, so that's obviously indicative of very dangerous thunderstorms. If you live anywhere in this area where these thunderstorms are advancing, I would stay indoors until these things move on by you, because they are intense and they are pretty dangerous thunderstorms right now. You may have some high winds, maybe some hail with them too, but I think the biggest threat is going to be high, possibly damaging winds and very frequent and dangerous cloud-to-ground lightning, in addition to the torrential rainfall. I mean, you've seen the kind of rain that we've seen back here. We're not suggesting that you're going to end up with 5 or 6 inches of rain in Fayette County, because this activity is now actually on the move, but that is exactly what we saw back in the metro area, where the water rescues have been, well, now I guess we're counting up into the dozens possibly overall in the area. And they have been numerous, and they have been widespread in this area that has received the most rainfall, which I'll highlight for you again here in the green. That area right there, the darker green shades, areas this morning where at least 3 inches of rain has fallen, and we have rain gauge verification now. And look at this all the way up in Lee County. This is getting in Milam County. Now you're getting into that darker green shade too. At least 3 inches has fallen in this area, and we have rain gauge verification now of going on 7 inches. In fact, I bet by the time it's over, this is going to be 7 inches of rain very near Cedar Creek, 5 to 6 inches of rain at least up here south of the Elgin area. That's why we're seeing the significant danger this morning from these flooded low water crossings, and not even low water crossings. I mean, there's water getting into people's homes, Natalie.
That's right. We've had reports, of course, here in Austin area, as Sally and Chris have been mentioning, the William Cannon Road, which we rarely, if ever, see flood, is closed this morning because of high water. So just take extra care as you're out on the roads. And again, we have those flash flood warnings in effect for the next couple of hours here in Central Texas.